I just came from there. That is Canmore, Alberta, and I just had a beautiful time in Canmore over the last few days. So I'm doing something really simple today. Hey everyone, welcome to our Friday in the kitchen. Oh, let's get going. This is going to be pretty easy to do. Hey everyone, welcome today. Hope everyone is doing well. I thought I would start off with my background because I just came from there. That is Canmore, Alberta, and I just had a beautiful time in Canmore over the last few days. So I'm doing something really simple today because I came home to no food in the fridge. So I was figuring out what can I make with what I have in the fridge, which is sometimes always a challenge for us. And so I'm making a plant-based steak today. All right. And all right. So let's get going. This is going to be pretty easy to do. I hope you guys are doing well today. Let me see. Hey everyone, welcome to our Friday in the kitchen. Hopefully this is good. All right. So how do you make plant-based steak when you're plant-based? And I'm going to make a steak with cabbage. This is a red cabbage. You can use green cabbage. The other one that's coming up these days is cauliflower. Cauliflower is also a great vegetable to make into a steak, and it's very simple to do. So let's just get going. All right, so I'm basically going to oven roast the cabbage and the cauliflower in the oven. And for the best keeping the nutrients intact, we use an oven temperature of 350. And I'm going to put it in either a casserole dish, or today I'm going to use a Dutch oven here. So you want something with a lid that you can put it in, and we're going to cook it without any oil. And I love to use the lid to steam it for the first little bit, and then you can take the lid off to let it caramelize a little bit as well towards the end. So really all you're going to do, I've got the butt end on still. I'm going to leave that on to start with. And I'm just going to take this cabbage and cut it in half. And my dogs hear me cutting the cabbage and they love cabbage. And like I said, you could use green cabbage as well. But I had a red cabbage here. So I'm just going to put this aside. And I've got the core here, and that helps keep the leaves together so that they don't all just fall apart. So I'm going to do about an inch or so, or 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to try and get this even. So this is so that it's even throughout. I'll do my best. All right. So it's more or less even. So this will be my cauliflower steak. And then I can cut off the end, but I'm not going to cut the whole thing off because like I said, it holds the leaves together. You can cut it off at the end if you want, after you've cooked it. And then I can make another one or two, and I'll use some of the ends for making like a coleslaw. You can use the cabbage to make a nice, beautiful coleslaw. So I've got that. Put that on the end. I've got a couple of steaks, and that's just using half of a cabbage. And I'm going to put it into my pot. I'm just going to put one here. I'll use the other one. The other thing you can do is you can put them on a cookie tray and do it that way. I like to put it in the pot so that it stays like it's more of a steam on it. And I'm just looking at what Juju's saying here.
I love you.
Marry me cabbage. Juju, I would love to know what that is. Okay, I'm just making cauliflower and cabbage steaks. And I've got my cauliflower here. I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to cut it again into about the 3/4 to an inch. And my dog is really anxious to get some food here. Now, what happens is the cauliflower will separate the leaves, and I just oven roast these just the way they are. I don't need them to be in a steak, but this is my steak. And I just cut off the end, but I'm going to keep some of that end on so it keeps this cauliflower steak together. I'm going to put it in my pan as well. So I have enough room for just the two things in this one. It's good for one person. Like I said, you can put this on I'm just going to put this away here. But you can put this on a cookie sheet with a parchment paper as well. But if you're not covering it, it could dry out, or I know you can oven roast by adding a little drizzle of oil, but I'm doing this oil free. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to the bottom to get it going, to let it steam a bit. So not much, we're talking maybe a tablespoon, max 2 tablespoons. So just adding that there. And so I've got the my cabbage and my cauliflower in my pot. And then I'm just going to add some seasonings to it. So you can add whatever seasonings you like. I've got garlic powder here. You could add real garlic powder to it if you'd like. I'm going to add a little bit of paprika to the top. And then when I turn it over after about half an hour, I'm going to put some of the spices on the other side as well. I've got some coriander here. And don't be shy with the spices. And then I think you could put onion powder as well. I've got a little bit of that. Just sprinkling a little bit on. And then all you do is cover it and put it in the oven. I would put it in for half an hour, then turn it over, put more spice on the other side, and then put it back in for about another 15 minutes. And towards the end, you can take the lid off to let it caramelize a little bit as well. My other one, so I'm just going to put that in the oven, putting on my timer because otherwise I'll forget what I'm doing. And then what we could do is make a nice sauce. I have a couple of sauces for us today. We'll start with garlic glory sauce. So we're going to take a couple of tablespoons of lemon juice. Now you can add apple cider vinegar instead if you want. Do the apple cider vinegar. So I've got a couple of tablespoons of that. I've got some nutritional yeast. I'm almost out. I got to go to the store, update my supply. Just gonna.
So is this supposed to?
Yes. And I'm gonna do a couple of tablespoons of nutritional yeast here.
Wait, can you hear me or no?
I can hear you.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yes, you can ask a question.
Is this supposed to be non-dairy?
Yes. All non-dairy.
So the nutritional yeast is supposed to be non-dairy. Okay, that's what I thought because
yes,
the one that we bought, it went back because it had dairy in it, so I took it back.
Oh wow, I've never heard of that. Wow.
Yeah, it was Ambrosia's own.
Okay.
Ambrosia's own one.
Okay, yeah.
What's the brand that you use?
I usually use Red Hill. I've also bought it at the bulk barn.
Red Hill?
Yeah, Red Hill.
Do you have the package?
No, I don't.
You mean is it Red Hill or Bob?
Oh, it's the Bob's Red Hill or something. You know what I mean.
The Bob one? Okay.
And I've got here garlic. So I did one garlic clove that I minced up. And so this is actually a very cancer prevention type of meal. Garlic is a great way for cancer prevention, as is both cauliflower and cabbage. They're from the cruciferous family, and the sulforaphane, which is part of that group of vegetables, actually is amazing cancer prevention vegetable or compound. I'm just going to add this together. I think I need a little bit more lemon juice. I got another tablespoon, so I'm going to add another tablespoon. Then I'm going to add a little bit of maple syrup, probably about a teaspoon of maple syrup. There we go. And a little bit of Dijon mustard. 1 to 2 teaspoons is good. I'm just going to use my little teaspoon here to add it. And there you have, I'm going to put this here, a little sauce that you can use to pour on your cauliflower or your cabbage steak, if you would like. So that's one sauce. I'm just going to take a little taste here.
Just eat it from the spoon.
I'm trying to be good. I'm the only one home right now. My kids are away visiting my parents, so I could eat from the spoon. All right.
They went to Edmonton now.
I went to Edmonton to visit my parents. They left yesterday. All right. I have another recipe for you. Okay, so we're going to take lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar, and we'll take some tahini. So if you're looking for calcium, tahini is made from sesame seeds, and that is one of the amazing sources of calcium that you could get. It's also a good omega-3 fat. So we're going to add a couple of tablespoons, and I'm just estimating here, of tahini. Oh, I'll have to wash that up later.
Your dogs are there, but now I don't see them.
The dogs are right there. And then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then I'm going to stir it. Well, I've got some garlic. I've got another clove of garlic I'll add in here. I'll just add that in. So I minced the garlic. I have a garlic press. I just minced up a clove of garlic. And with your garlic, you should let it sit for about 10 minutes after you press it to have the enzymes, which are allicin is the name, to really formulate. And that's going to give you antimicrobial and anti-cancer nutrition in your life here. Now you can add, this one is a paste here. So I can add a little bit of water to it. I'm going to add first a little bit of maple syrup, about a tablespoon again. And this one is thick. So this is going to be a creamy garlic that's non-dairy as well. And I really think I need a little bit of water. I'll add in some water. Move this to the side. And so these are great sauces and dressings that you can make that really take you less than 5 minutes to make them. If you just whip out a few things, put it in a cup, stir them up. It's really no muss, no fuss, and so much better than eating them or getting the store-bought dressings. I want it a little bit creamier or runny. So I'm going to add a little bit more. All right. And then you just stir it till you get rid of the lumps. I got lumps that are probably garlic. And it's nice to let it sit too. So that's going to be a better, you could thin it out a little more if you want. This one is a much thinner. And one of the things you can do to help things stick to it is add a little bit of flax oil as well. So I have flax oil. This is, if you're in Canada, you can buy this in health food stores and some of the other stores. I know Whole Foods carries it. Nature's Emporium, and you can add just a touch of flax oil, which is a great omega-3 fatty acid, and it'll give you a little consistency that will allow with the viscosity of the oil, it'll stick a little better to your cabbage or your cauliflower as well. Or you could use this on a salad if you wanted to. And so I don't buy dressings anymore, not myself, because it's so easy to make them. And you can just even make it as for your meal when you're making your meal. You don't have to prepare it in advance, but you can as well. And that's it, a couple of easy meal for somebody just back from traveling. I've got my cauliflower my cabbage that I baked in the oven earlier. I took it out. Just going to take this cabbage, try and get it whole here. I have a beautiful cabbage here, ready to go. Place it on the plate. You can see. Now, one of the things, the cabbage, you can see, I don't know if you can see here, it loses its color a little bit. I don't know if you can see that or not. Here, you can really see it loses its color. If you add a little bit of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, that will help to keep it bright when you're cooking it. That was something I learned in food and nutrition in university. And you cook this until it's fork tender, and I'm cutting it in half because I'm going to put a little bit of this dressing on this side. This one is more thicker, not more thicker, it is thicker. So I can spread it out. Yum. This one is my thinner one. So I'm just going to pour it over top. And it's running through. And this could be a meal or it could be a great side for your meal. A couple of cabbage steaks. And you can do exactly the same with your cauliflower as well. Let me try this. I could eat the steak without the dressings, but just a nice little flavor add. The one with the nutritional yeast is got a much tangier flavor. If you wanted to, you could tang this one up by adding a little more apple cider vinegar or some lemon juice. I like the tang, but I like them both. This one here with the tahini is a creamier kind of dressing. All right. Yum. Yum, yum. Bring you guys back here. All right, I'm going to look up the Marry Me cabbage for sure. Yes, it has a bit of a cheesy flavor. I could probably add a little bit more nutritional yeast for more flavor too, but it's okay. Yeah, it has a little cheesy flavor, and it's definitely got the tang from the lemon juice that I used as well. So good. And yeah, it's a great option. And hang on. You can also put yes, if you didn't want to bake it, you could cook your cabbage or your cauliflower in a steamer. We cook cauliflower more than cabbage in a steamer. The other thing you can do if the steaks aren't holding together is you can cut the cabbage up and put it in a casserole dish with a little bit of water. And you could add some onion to that and some garlic and just let it cook in the oven. When you get your steaks kind of this towards the end, it's not going to hang together. It's the same. It's not a steak, but it's the same thing. You could actually just chop this up into strips and put it into a casserole, just like we did. And you've got this great cauliflower or cabbage dish. Like I said, for my cauliflower, when the pieces start falling apart, what I do is I just put them in anyway. And those are the ones I like to eat as well. And Juju says she makes almond milk to make the sauce. So yeah, you could do that as well. There's so many. I think there's as many sauce recipes as there are ideas. Really, there's a lot for sure. And so this is our easy. It could be a part of your main dish. Add potato, add your salad, and you've got a great meal. Or it could be one of your side dishes too.
Hi, Debbie. It's Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. I'm losing my voice, but other than that, I'm okay.
Yeah, you sound like you're losing your voice.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks really good.
It tastes good too. That's going to be my lunch. All right, ladies, thank you for joining me. We will have Monday meditation at 7:30 on Monday if you want to join us, and then we'll get back on schedule. And also watch for your Monday myth as we talk more about protein on Monday as well. That is going to come by email to you. All right. So everyone,
are you uploading this to YouTube?
Yeah, we'll upload this to YouTube. Yes. And also, I forgot to give you guys the
I want the recipe.
I forgot about the recipe. All right. Thank you, Helene.
Click on the link. Patricia, I'm telling you how to do it.
Yes, thank you.
Your chat and click on the link.
Thank you.
Yes. So that's the
Good.
recipes that I
And
have.
we'll open the recipe. Otherwise, I will send it to you.
All right.
Debbie can send it to you.
Yeah, if you need it, you can always just email me and I'll send it to you if you've missed one for sure.
Excuse me, Debbie.
Yes.
I don't have your email address.
I think I've got an email from you today. I was going to send you the link, but I saw you come on the.
Oh, okay.
Because I sent it to her. That's why.
Send it to me.
You were ahead of me. I had lots of stuff I was doing this morning. So I just saw it just before I went on and I was going to email it to you, but I saw that you came on instead. So I didn't have to do that.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, have a wonderful weekend and enjoy some. As we have the harvest now, we're starting to see some new cauliflower and cabbage coming into the stores. So this is a perfect opportunity to enjoy a steak, plant-based.
Thanks again, Debbie.
All
And
right.
great weekend, everyone.
Bye
Thank you,
now.
Debbie. Have a nice
Thank
weekend,
you.
everyone.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.